do a deep stretch with Robin. So let's start on the floor today. So have a few props. If you have a chair or something, it doesn't have to be a yoga chair, but a chair, possibly use it. Uh-oh, I think I'm recording. There we go. Recording. Okay. So yes, get a chair, have a few cushions, maybe a belt or two. Have a seat. Have it sit cross-legged. And, or if you want to sit another way, you can do that. But take a minute to settle in. And I do have my hands in front so that I kind of scoop my back up. And don't overdo that. You don't want to be too archy, right? Especially if you're limber. But if you're a person that's just like this a little bit, that's helpful to move the butter bones a little bit back. You even think about spreading them along back and forth a little bit. So you get a sense of each butter bone. Take the hands to the legs and then press yourself up and rock a little bit forward, a little bit back. Try to feel the front of the butter bones, the center, the back. Keep your back straight. And also feel your hips flexing. Your arms and do the movement as you're doing pushing. And now feel the center so you can feel the center. So I'm a little bit tipping off. So really try to feel the center draw down through those two butter bones. Is it two big posts going down? And feel your energy rising up. So you might not feel energy, but you can imagine it. So think from the pelvic floor through the perineum, all the way through the belly, the navel, to the diaphragm, up through the throat, upon the head. Feel that beam rising up and feel the energy swirling around that beam. And close your eyes and envision that. Think about a pillar with swirling energy around it. And let that help lift the spine up out of the pelvis. And relax your face. Feel the breath moving in and out through the nose. And breathe in and out. You might imagine that energy pulsing. And feel that expansion of energy as you inhale. As you exhale, feel a condensation of energy. And let that energy release tension as you exhale. Big breath in, feel energy rising up and out like a vortex. And as you exhale, feel it funneling back down towards the earth. Without shrinking, so you exhale, get taller. One more big breath in. Exhale, let the breath be slow and smooth and relax the face, the jaw, the shoulders, belly. And now let the eyes open and let's circle the shoulders. Lift them up, let them squeeze up and roll them way back. And as you do this, try to keep your chin parallel to the floor. Notice if you're pushing that forward. So let the chin lift up a little bit, look at the horizon, and let the face soften and spread. Take the fingertips to the outer shoulders and try not to crowd yourself. Really feel the outer shoulders, lift the elbows up. Chin back, chin parallel, and circle. Go slowly, try to make big circles, elbows up. So that lifts the rib cage up and out wide. Big circles. Feel the shoulder blades engaging. They're retracting, gathering, and protracting, spreading. Reverse. It's hard to come around the other way, right? And it stands like to crowd in. Got a little pressure on your outer deltoids. It's hard going that way. Coming around, it's hard to reach the arms out. So open those fingers. Take your breath, palms forward, take some space. Breathe, and now let the hands in with the ribs. Bring the hands in, curve the arms like ribs. And as you inhale, feel an expansion. Exhale, get taller and feel the navel going back. So it's not, it could be, but it's not rounding. So think neutral back, ribs expanding. Exhale, ribs knitting together. And breathe in. Now this time, when the palms up, look up. Lift the chest, exhale, look forward at the horizon, draw the fingers toward each other, inhale. Let the breath carry you up. Exhale, look forward. Now interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out. Take a minute to touch the thumbs, the fingers, the pinkies, and let's pump the arms a bit. So think about squeezing the elbows in, reaching through the heel hands, pulling those fingertips, the thumbs and the little fingers away, pumping. And now also feel the arms go out, round your back, pull the arms back in, push, pull, feel the arms connecting the shoulder sockets. Now they're kind of disengaging, draw them back in. Now go out a bit, reach up, and now squeeze the elbows in and pull yourself up, get tall. And move the weight back a little bit towards your tailbone. Feel the weight in your bottom. Like tether down, press your feet down, and pull your hands away. Get tall, tall, tall. You can let the shoulders lift up. And relax the hands on the head like a pie plate. Relax the shoulders. Gently roll a tiny circle because your skull is round. Feel the roundness of the upper arm bones. And that little movement creates a big impact in the proximal joint. Just a little tiny rolling really affects where the arm bone fits in the shoulder. Now re-extend, squeeze those elbows in, pull up, get maximum length. Now reach out behind you. Try to circle behind you. Inhale, palms face each other. Exhale, reach behind you like big wings. One more big spreading wings. Reach up now. Change the interlacing one that's not familiar. Turn the hands inside. Let's straighten our legs too. You're going to reach them out. Point the flex a little bit. Circle and then change the cross. Don't think about it too much. Try to get a little stable up. And now roll those thumbs forward, touch them, pump a little bit. Notice one arm might go faster than the other. Just squeeze those elbows in, try to really spread those fingers. And the second interlace is usually not as secure. And now push, pull, reach up, pull back in. Feel the shoulder blade on the back. Now they're spreading, now they're pressing into the back. Now reach out, so you have a freedom of movement and up. And draw those, don't draw them back in, lift up. Pull those out of the shoulder sockets. Now press your outer hips down, your feet. Move more to the back of the body, get tall. Now relax a bit, soften the shoulders. Let the hands rest. Oh, it's hard on the side, it feels very odd. Oh, a tiny little curl. Try to roll your little pinkies back, your thumbs forward. Feels very weird on the side, doesn't it? I didn't tell you what side to do. Now re-extend, squeeze, try to link your fingers tight. Squeeze in, reach up, get tall, tall, tall. And again, 3, let's do our bird circle. So pull the elbows in behind you, like bird wings, going down the back and now flap. So think about they're behind you. Usually they're in front of us. Try to get on and turn the palms up and squeeze those elbows in. Your side, upper back, working your lats. And pull. And now return. Let's go up and over to the right. So the arm be a little curved. Press it in your right hand with your left body bone down. Look forward and reach. Pull. Feel that traction, action. Come up. Palm faces the ceiling, up and over. A little bit of a curve on the side. Now press in your right body bone for the stretch. Take a breath. Sit up sideways opening. Roll your chest forward. So we're looking forward. This time, let the head, right ear drop to the right shoulder gently. Now, be gentle with this. So your arm drape. Dead weight. Now drag your fingers up on the floor and gently put your elbow to the left. Try to gently press in the right hand. Relax the mouth. Breathe. Roll your right shoulder back. Try to walk your little spider hands to the right behind you. Now gently, not too much weight. Walk the hand to the base of the skull. Pivot. Put your left knee. So a little bit of weight with the hand, not too much. Breathe. Relax the face. Now back to the ear. Look forward again. And gently let the head release. That was a good one. I do that. Up and over to the left. Great. Now come up, scrape, drag your left fingers on the floor, a little pressure. Oh. Up and or sideways. Relax your jaw. Breathe. Sit up tall. Try not to slump. And right at your chin, your head in line with your chest as opposed in front of it. This head's tight now. Gently walk your spider hand back a little bit. Take the hand to the base of the skull. Revolve, look down towards your right knee. Feel toward the back of the neck, the trapezius muscles. Roll your left shoulder back. Take a breath. Now look forward again. Hand goes back to the ear. You can use your eyes. You see sideways. You see these different directions. Release gently. A little head bobble. Let your head be loose. Head to the right. To the left. To the right. Here comes Foxy. Hi, Foxy. To the left. Hi, cutie. Now, keeping the fingers on the ground. Chest lifted. Look up. Really lift the chest. Let the chest proceed. Head floats up. Keep the chest lifted. Let the chin drop towards the chest. Float. Look. And relax. Half circles. Ear to shoulder. Now just go down. Just across the chest. Just back and forth gently. Now complete circle. Lift the chest. Look up. Make it slow and small. Think about your nose drawing the circle. And reverse. Clickety click. So think about living up and out of the neck. The atlas, the head, right? We can really crunch it. And if we do this, that's your neck kind of disappears. So we're going to lift that chest, elongate the neck without being tense. So we have some room to move it, right? And we're going to do that a little bit. Another idea about kind of lifting up and out of the joints. Create space while anchoring the other end. Like this. So come your hands and knees, tuck your toes under. It's also about our feet. I'll show you sideways. You can face me though. But start with your toes tucked under. Like that. Let's do this. Pick your right foot up and really tuck your right big toe under. So you get a good flexion. Then pull it back. Same with the other toe. So you're going to put it under a little bit tighter. Then catch the skin and pull it back. We want really mobile big toes. Hold the hands out a little bit. Spread your fingers. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the hands away from you. Shift your weight. Look forward. Start to warm up the feet, the ankles, the knees, the wrists, the shoulder joints. Look forward. Use a pulse now. Begin to lift the hands up, the fingertips rather, and slide your heels hands forward. Just scoop. Now roll through the fingers. Come forward like a half plank. I call this tiger. Claws up, roll, look forward. Back and forth. Now, come up and to kneel this way. You can bring your legs a little closer. And let's now have, keep your toes tucked under. It's good for us. Take your right arm up, around your left wrist, and really pull up through your right side. Get tall with your right shoulder, lift up to your right ear, get as tall as you can. That nice length to your right side waist. Pull it over to the left. The elongation. Good. And release. So think about your leg, your arm up. You lift up out of your hip. So lift your arm up, pull around, and really pull up with the shoulder lift up to the ear. Pull, pull, pull. And reach. Good. Come back now. The toenails face down. And show you again sideways. So stretch the other way. And gently, so we're going to ease our way into child's pose. For some of us, this is hard. You may never get there. Your knees are bad right now. Put something behind your knees, maybe underneath your knees, and think about this shape. Child's pose, right? It's a light curve. So ease your way into it. You might not get all the way down, but tuck your doing under, curl toward your heels. Gradually deepening into that. We want that deep flexion, but we can ease into it. Right? And notice if it's hard for you, maybe you're just here, maybe on your back, but it's not this. I see people who have like knee issues, they're like this. That's not the shape of the pose. So it's a flexion for your cat cow. Let's do a few cat cows. Round the back, pull, look forward. Warm up that back, get the lower back to be more mobile, and up and now press towards the knees a few times. So you can deepen into it. And stay as best you can, curl the tail under. Now look forward, walk out. Go wide and push your hands forward, hands active, head down. Take a breath. Push the hands down and forward, move your hips back. Breathe. Feel the breath in the lower back, let it spread. Breathe. Look over to the right, curl over as far as you can. Go wide with the hands and push towards the left, head down. You can do that a few times. Push to your left side waist, opening up. Now, walk the hands in a bit. Lift up, turn your belly a little bit more across your leg. You can twist, walk out. And it's hard to breathe with your thighs and your belly. Hope you didn't eat breakfast. Walk over to the left. Oh, that made me burp. Crawl as far as you can. Push. Push. Bend the elbows, lift up, turn more. Walk out and push. Walk back to the middle and roll yourself up. And if you had a pillow, take it out. Right leg back, tuck your toes under, roll. Now pull the shoulders away from the ears when you come forward. So we're not doing this. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and forward. Your pelvis is going forward and back. Going through your feet and the hands. You're moving in space because you're pushing off your big toe. Just like when we were walking, you push off that big toe, the back foot, switch, you look forward, pull it up with your shoulders back as you come forward. Maintain up, pull back, look forward. The opposition, really roll through the arch of the foot. And now let's start to work on the calf muscles. So take your feet wide, do a short mini down dog, and begin to press the heels towards the floor. Walk the hands in a bit closer, and feel the heels closer come in, the heels go down. Gently work the heels towards the floor. Walk in, feel the heels underneath you more. Walk the hands back towards the shins, bend the knees, hold on to your outer shins, head down, and look forward, tailbone down, tailbone up, head down. So you're working your way into Uttanasana. Now stay, Head down, pull the elbows apart now, lift your shoulder up as the head goes down. You might be on the floor, you might be here, and the head releases. And let's roll to the tips of the toes a little bit and back just a little bit. Don't fall over. And feel the weight shifting. Now bend your knees, you're nice and wide. And take your hand, the whole hand underneath your right foot. Try to get your right big toe to your right thumb. And now other hand, do this with your knees bent. Pada Hastasana, hand to foot pose. Now maybe you can straighten your legs and then your elbows, head goes down. Press your toe tips towards your wrists. Don't fall over though. Shoulders up, move your weight forward. Now pull your thighs up. Press your knees into your knee. Bend the knees. Take the hands out, nice massage for the hands, right? Walk down 1, 2, crawl out like a little animal, 3. Work on a little plank, move forward and back. Press back to down dog. Take a breath, breathe. I like to hold on to the sides of the mat like a fistful so I can stay a bit. Roll your elbow cracks forward. And toe tips up, make arches in your feet. Toes up, press your thighs back, press your upper thighs particularly up and back. And your head just drop. Take your hands flat, bend the knees, come down gently, and cross, and cross. If you can do this, some people can't do this. Why is it hard to do? Or try. Why is it hard? Might be ankles, knees, hips, but then your shin bone presses into that very tight calf muscle. So now we're going to use a shin bone as like a Thai massage thing. I'm going to show you from the back. Okay, you have your shin bone in the center, right here, right at the back of your knee. And, the belly of the calf is really tight with the sides too. And you're going to use the middle of your shin, just pressing, moving to another place. Oh, and use your body weight in the different parts. And wow, the calf muscle is so tight. So just gently rock, move it down a notch. The belly is really tight. Feel the tension? Well, your calf muscle helps to pump the blood back up to the heart. So we need to walk, and reversions help to get that blood back up to the heart. And the contraction of the calf is like a second heart, so it's called the second heart. Tight, right? Other side. So find the middle of the shin, just gently press, move it down an inch. Any place is good, but particularly in the middle of the belly. It's also concrete, like in shoes. Oh, the side is tight. I feel in my sole of my foot, the fascia. Sorry, I'm grimacing. Very good. That's a little way to get your calves a little bit open. And again, tuck your toes under and just see if you can sit here. You may not be able to. You might just be here. I feel the feet, the fascia opening up. Good. Now transition sideways. So if that was cross-legged, so you can come down on your hip. A more organic, functional way. Roll down to your side, tuck your shoulder under. Come to your back. Have your feet about a mat width apart. You might want a pillow for your head. Tuck your shoulders under, but wide. Let's just reach out and enjoy this. Take space. Spread out. Feel the weight of the body. Feel the skull, the back of the arms, the calf muscles, the heels, the buttocks. Take a breath. Now, Bend the knees. Hands could be up or down, below the shoulder wide. Windshield wipers. Your feet soften. The head turns in opposition. Now roll to the right. Take your right heel. Gently relax your feet. Let your leg drop the roll. Doesn't have to touch. And gently think about not pushing down, just spreading this tissue here. So you're not lengthening your thigh muscle towards your knee. Stretch your opposite arm out and feel that opposition. Relax the back foot, your left foot, and feel your lower back. So nice. Come back to the piriformis stretch. Figure 4. Heel on the knee, corner either or here, either way. Little rock. So I'm gonna rocking. See that little sort of a sawing action, opposition. Take that shape over towards the left. And show you this slow. And keep your foot planted. Now press the knee away. So a different stretch, somewhat that. Reach. So your foot now crossing across your leg. Come back. Good. Now this well, let's switch to the other side. So come back to windshield wipers, or your legs to the left. Anchor your top side out. Your hand gently coats the knee or the thigh towards the knee, stretch. Hips will lift a bit. Reach. Come back. Have your finger on your knee. Hold on and rock a little bit back and forth. Roll towards the right. Put that foot firmly down. Press. Stretch. Until this space here. And come back to the middle. Come back to happy baby. Let's first circle. Big circles. And reverse. And now go happy baby, one leg at a time. So think about your knees going outside. And the arm is doing the movement. A pump. Keep his foot stable, a little pump. Up. Now, you don't run to the foot, like curve in the middle of the body. Try on this angle, try to lift the foot up. I need a pillow here. And just gently rock a little. So the foot in the middle, not too far over, in the middle of the body. And we're lifting you up. And switch. Stabilize your little pump, let the elbow bend. Good. And hold on. Try to lift the heel up. Rock. Come back to happy baby. The pump. Reach out. Stretch. On here. Give me here. Swivel. That's nice. Here. Let the legs just fall apart. Do a little figure 8. Small little figure 8. I like that. That's fun. Big stretch though for your legs. So maybe you're doing a little support with the hands. Bring your legs back together. Good. Now roll over to your side. Come stagger yourself. Right, so you're in a staggered position with your, I don't know, 11, 4, whatever, you're facing this way. Right, and do a little bit of a hip lift. So your back end, I'm going to show you an angle. Where's this? So that back foot, you can do different ways, different places. Keep it close, I think it's probably a little bit better. So they might go to, you went out and up, a swing, You feel the outer edge of your front foot. Top of the back foot is what supports you and your sweep. And you can experiment. If you're being closer, it's a little easier to get up. And I'll swing and swing. But now stay and reach up. Try to sort it back. You might, let's do this, we'll come down. This time right there, hand here. Try to go a little bit harder anyway. Come forward. Come back a little rock. Forward. You have your back flat. Now come forward, lift your hip up, and roll your elbow back to go towards the ceiling. The hip and look up, support your head, circle back down. Then again, elbow, lift, circle, back around. Okay, that was fun. Now take your back leg, turn towards your front leg, and start to reach the back leg down like this. You're on the inner edge of your foot, and it's on a diagonal. Sneaky pigeon. The sneaky pigeons. Now, feel, extend your leg. You might be bent a little bit. Try to stretch it out. Your leg, and lift up now. Relax it and roll the top of the foot. Roll back, flex your foot. Now, this foot, the more you move it out, the harder it is. It's easier. You want a little space. So try to relax this with you and roll onto the hip. Roll back. The lines turning in the hip socket. Right, feel it's, oh, mine's tight. Now roll the hip towards the floor. Use your hand on the top of the foot. You might challenge yourself by moving the leg out or not. This is easier. You can also support the buttock here with a pillow. Face this way now. Pull your back, your big toe back away from your hips with your chest. Perhaps use your hands on your leg for your psoas stretching here. Lift up, put your back up and over your leg. Walk the hands out and stack the elbows up, head down and stay. Now feel your right thigh moving into your hip socket, the bent leg, and pull back to the back big toe. Take a breath. Now walk back. This one's a little bit harder. You might want to pull your foot in closer. Sneaky, sneaky. Try to bend your back leg gently. Soft. Reach around, find your foot if you can. Oh, yeah. Say, let your quad, roll your hip towards the floor. You roll the legs forward and back. Gentle. Try to roll that hip towards the floor. Now, you move your other hand out, and this is optional. You might stay in pigeon, but you know, bending the elbow, straighten the arm look up, and the arm is doing the work in a sense. So at the end, try to roll the shoulder back. And now, of course, you can always go to here if you want to really go for the full pose. And release. And step back to down dog and feel the two sides of your body. Take a minute to feel your top of your thighs, the difference between them. Front thighs, your psoas muscles. And the knees come down. And we're going to turn sideways. That's not a good transition. Forgive me. And we're going to do the hip work on the other side. So legs are staggered. When we can always adjust as you go. And you're on the outer edge of the front foot, kind of the outer, the back foot sort of soft but pointed up. We'll swing. Get this hand either short up. Get a little rhythm. Lift. Make it joyful. And up. Push with your backhand. And reach. Stay. Reach. Feel that back diagonal. Come back and hand behind the head, right? Just turn towards your front leg and back and up. How do we do it? Around, up, and open the chest. Come back around, swing. Let your head come through the start. Come up, use your head as part of the movement. Support the head. Elbow traces a circle. Try to get really hold on to your head with a little bit of conviction. Up, let your head roll back, and your throat open, or armpit open. Come back. I like that. Begin to sneak your back leg out. So think you've been on diagonal even. You're kind of using the inner edge of the foot and kind of sneaking it in and out. Now gently start to point the foot a little bit and start to roll on the top of the foot. Roll back, flex your foot, roll the toes face the ceiling. Soften the foot, let it point, reach to the big toe, roll that hip around. Feel it rolling in the hip socket, the femur. Connected to your foot, feel that full connection, the foot soften, stretch the back, big toe back, perhaps move your foot forward, maybe not. And reach out to that back big toe, lift your chest, you might be in your fingertips, you might be here. But really pull that back big toe back, and lift your chest, look up, try to straight arms. Take a breath. Let's go up and over. Feel like your shin, it becomes a massage tool for your belly. I realized after a lot of years of yoga that it's massage, self-massage. Up and over, feel that's good for your organs to press into them like that. And down. Stay. Or you can stack your hands up, stay, you can rock a bit. Excuse me. Walk hands back. Now remember, it's easy. You bend your leg quickly, your hamstrings go. Sneak it in. And one side will grip quicker, the strong one. And gently sneak it in. Maybe find it even. So again, you're sneaking it in, rolling toward the top of the belly of the quad. So you let the floor massage it, your forward. Try to get your knee close to the midline. The side it's harder. Try to bend your elbow. Oh my goodness. Stay. Something on your arm is doing the work, right? So try to roll your forward. Take a breath. Use your front arm straight if you can. Just play with this. Well, the side's so much tighter. Yeah, different our sides are, right? So now if you want to go deeper, and you can always do the standing, the quad stretch. Like this, with a bend, right? Straight. Your arms are propelling me. I don't know if I can do it on the side. Yeah, take your leg back. Now let's try to roll that leg in. Come to wide part leg pose. Toes face the ceiling. And let's do a little bit of a shift back and forth on body bounce. Now think about a big circle going around. Your hands help you circle, keep your toes facing the ceiling. Now we're down arms. Make it loose. Up and around, circle. Your hand just comes across. Now the other way, start with just the torso. You know, weird is to go the other way. And I'm trying to add the arm. So lift. Oh, it's weird. Figure out the pattern. Because they're like this. Let your brain try to figure it out. So good for us. Because one side you really like, right? This feels so much easier. This side. Reverse. Across. And twist. Turn. You know, it really is closer to. And up. Think about lift. Turn, try to keep your feet stable so you don't legs are rolling around. Lift up out of the floor. Turn. And cushion too. Turn. Lift. Now bend the elbows, have your back arm bent. And let's do like this. One hand, both arms, one in front, one in back. Lift the chest and use your hands. Bend that back elbow. Throw it straight, you're stuck. Roll it back so you can turn. Turn. One hand back, right? And other side. So that back arm is very active. Roll the shoulder back. Turn. Roll. Good. Come back to the middle release. And your feet to bound angle. Maybe a little bigger than bound angle. More of a diamond shape, right? And hold on your shins and let's undulate. Undulate. Feel the back rippling. Keep your feet connected. And now a little circle. Feel the lower back really stretching. And reverse. Now we'll come over to the right. And use your hands again. Lift up a bit and turn your leg into a tall twist. Turn, wrap around your head, drop. You can use your hand here if you want on your knee. But it's not low, it's a big up tall twist. And come around. I kind of like it here a little more out and up and turn. Going up and around. And release. Good. Last thing on the floor, I'm going to do a standing work. Let's take lizard pose. It goes well with this. Open your hands and knees. You can face me for this one. You can do it together. Take your right leg out and come around your arm. Right? And your arm is a little bent. Walk your leg out further. Now we know that diagonal. You can see my back leg. Crawl your back leg up. Right? Down into my toes. Your back leg, your toes are tucked under. Now you can keep them tucked under, or you can have the top of the toenails down. Right? Either way, I think it's a little more intense with the toes tucked under, but really we're going to front foot. So your arm might be really low. You might be here. You might be here. But look at my front foot. So now it's parallel. I'm going to roll the outer edge of the foot. And the inner, so I'm letting the thigh roll and hips are out. And then press the inner foot down. A nice stretch in your outer hip. The piriformis, the glutes. Yeah, feel when you roll the outer edge, that external rotation. Come back, lizard pose. Come back up and switch. Swing your leg around outside. Right, curl your leg back. Your knee put me on the floor. Right, because it's really more about the front foot. And maybe here, oh, tight. Roll the outer edge. Press the inner foot down. Outer edge. Press. Outer edge. Good. Take your hands back. Come back to down dog. You can shift orientation. Take a down dog. Press up and back. Take a breath. Walk the hands and the feet towards each other. Either straight legs are bent. And the outer hips, elbows pointing in. Hinge yourself up. And now come stand. And we're going to finish with a little bit of swinging movement that I like to do that kind of leads into some yoga standing poses that are, I wouldn't say gentle, but more energetic, but looser in a way because we're swinging. So some of this is based on Qigong, the beginning of it. I'm going to change the camera a little bit. So come to stand. And if you have a chair, you might want to have it nearby now. I'm going to use it in a minute. I can get one thing. So I have rugs on rugs here, so I'm getting my cutting board to see in a minute. So have your feet a natural distance apart. So in yoga, we're either like this, or turn, just be natural stance. Maybe a little wider. So your feet turn out, bend the knees are soft. We're going to start to do a little twist. So this is called the doors of life. Doing Qigong for a while, and your hands rhythmically hit this a pressure point here in your kidney. And it doesn't have to touch, but it's nice, a little bit of a rhythm and back. Your body twist naturally. You feel the weight transfer through your feet. Start to pick one foot or the back foot up and breathe. So it's just a little nice massage, the lower back. Head turn. Bend the knees in between, push off that back foot. Now I'm going to take it to a little bit of a wider, almost like a discus. Start really up. Push off that back foot. We're going to go to the push. And the back foot propels you. Okay, to the other side. And push in the high diagonal. Push off your foot. Feel this swinging momentum. How that helps hold you in space. Now side to side. And feel how this energy of the swing, suspension, helps us kind of naturally balance, push off your feet. Now come to stillness with your feet together, parallel. Squeeze your hips in, press your toes down, close your eyes. Feel the change in energy. Feel the wobbling that happens. Now press your toes in the floor, press your heels down, and now squeeze your outer hips, your ankles, your inner thighs. Throw your navel back, your eyes open. Good. So that swinging action is really great to get us into poses, to move us in and out. So now let's think about that swinging in little standing sequence. So take your legs wide apart, toes face forward, wide apart foot pose, hinge forward. Fingertips on the shoulders underneath you. Heel toe out a little bit. Walk out like a down dog, head down. Take a breath. Breathe. And now bring your fingertips underneath you. Turn your right foot in. Just pivot in, move your heel out. Turn your left foot out of your left heel line with your arch crawl around behind your leg. And swing your leg up. And you can bend your knee. And up, look forward. Then try to keep your arm leg connected. Look forward. Your knee might not straighten. Try to. Now stay. Lift up. Get bend the knee. And crawl all the way around. Turn your foot in. Revolve your right leg out. Good. And one hand on your leg and bend your knee to begin. Right. So now get your hand. Look forward to your hand. And as you sweep your arm down, try to straighten your leg. It might not take a while. And swing. And look forward. So going sideways. Now try to, you might move your legs wider. Adjust if you need to. And then you go wider, it's easier to get to the floor. You might be just here. Then try to go your hip up. And that up. Good. And come around to the floor. Circle back around. Turn your foot in. Lock the hands in. Then your fingertips heel, toe, the feet in. Hands out the outer hips. Squeeze the elbows in and hinge up. Good. Now we're going to do quickly one more thing before we lay down. So this is called short foot. That's a way to connect our toes to the pelvic floor for our one-legged balancing poses. It's from a doctor, a podiatrist, movement analyst called Dr. Emily Spiegel. Fantastic teacher. Works with athletes, all kinds of people about the foot. She's an athlete, really interesting work. So this is called short foot. So take your right leg forward. I'm using cutting board because I have like a mat on a rug on a rug. And different surfaces, the floor is much easier to bounce on. Wood. A yoga mat is good to change surfaces. Rug are harder. It's good to change surfaces. Anyway, right foot forward, left leg is back, your left heel is lifted. Now watch your right knee. And you can have your hands on your hips and bend and straighten a few times, both legs. Try to have your knee track over the middle of your foot. Now, you look down with your toes, and as you bend your knee and start straightening, like press your toe tips into the ground hard, and then push up from your back ball of the foot. Relax, bend. Now push. Think about the tripod of your foot, the big toe mound, little toe mound in the center of the heel. And now actually push your toe tips down on the front foot. Notice the arch of the foot lifts. Push out toe tips, and coordinate that with your breath and your pelvic floor. So think about as you exhale, relax everything. Exhale, now bend the knee, inhale. Exhale, squeeze up through your pelvic floor, press your toe tips down and lift up. Soften, inhale. Exhale, push. Now feel your back foot and your back foot again, bend a little bit. So your heel may not touch. Add out your back foot. So when we walk, we have both feet active. Bend. Do that a few times. Your back heel might be lifted, but now inhale, soften, exhale, push the toe tips down, squeeze, lift. Feel that power that comes in the floor. Other side. We'll do a bounce pose and finish. So soften, now toe tips down, squeeze, lift, or your back heel lifts a bit. It's a little easier. Focus on the front foot. Toe tips down, squeeze, lift. Inhale, soften, exhale, push. And try to get the back foot down. Try to feel both toes and both feet clenching as you go down. Up. Soften, engage, exhale. Good, now we're gonna come to tree pose. And now think about this tree pose as a way, we're almost done, to focus the mind. Like meditative, yes, we're gonna add that foot part in. But use it as a way not to stress out. Who cares if you fall off, but to make you become clear and sharp. It's very meditative. Here we go. And I don't really care what your tree, any one-legged shape. Step up onto your left foot and take your right leg somewhere on you. Pick a pose, strike a pose. Now take a breath, reach up. And feel as you inhale, feel your toes. As you exhale, push your toes down, squeeze your foot in, lift up, out of your hip. Maybe hold on your wrist, up, 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 up. Press your toes down, get light. So that lift up and down the joint is the last part, the balance part. Well, there are many parts of it. But a dynamic extension, once we feel that foot action, helps us lift up and out of the earth. Try the other side. So just keep it simple. Think, breathe in. As you exhale, push the toes down, squeeze, engage, lift. Right? Pick another pose, maybe turn on another one leg, turn another direction. Neuroplasticity. Here we go. Take your time. So find your feet. Right? Now take a breath. As you exhale, squeeze, push your toes down, lift up, and breathe. And notice how we hold the breath, right? When we lift up and really pull. So now one more time each side and try to breathe at the top of it. Ready? Here we go. Take foot down, foot, lift, now smile, breathe. And other side, last one. Take your time. Foot, toes down, exhale, squeeze, lift up, relax, breathe. Yes, good. Come down. So that's a great pose to do when you're scattered, when you're feeling agitated. Let's take a version of your choice. Either legs up the wall, legs on the couch, on a chair, with the belt. And or you want to do shoulder stand or another version. Now's your chance. Get those legs up over you for those calf muscles. Here we go. Think about this pose as an energetic shift, a shift of energy. The radical shift of your hydrostatic static pressure in your body, your fluid. My dad was a mathematician when it was fluid dynamics. And all the fluids are moving out of the cells, reoxygenating, flushing, moving, gravity. The gravity helps flush you up. Relax your face, relax your jaw. So think about the spaces in the body. It's crazy. The body is mainly space and water. So think about the cavity of the mouth, the sinuses, the nostrils. And as you breathe in and out, feel how the air is what makes us aware of space. Or rather breath. Now, most of this you may have to imagine. Now, feel the throat, the space in the throat, let it soften. Think about the little sacs of the lungs, and even in the lungs, all those little areolae, little grapes that have space within that. As you breathe in and out, feel that space, the breath filling and excavating like a vacuum. Fullness and emptiness. And that's pretty easy to perceive. But now we get into organs, you have to really use your imagination. But we know there's space within the digestive tract, space in the excretory tracts, space in the veins, space in the cells, and there's actually space in the fascia. The fascia is mainly collagen, hyaluronic acid, metabolic waste, fluids, vitamins, all these things. But it's viscous and they're smooth, so there's a spaciousness to it. It's not solid. And now you can, if you want to stay like that, you can, or you can come flat and just think again about space and how the idea that we're very permeable, our bodies. And this really freaked me out. I read recently, I think I've told some of you this, that a neurobiologist talked about cortisol, the stress hormone, and how when we emit it, which is quite often, that has a 3-foot perimeter, and then people absorb it through their skin from other people. And so we're permeable. Like we have a lot of things that move through this illusion. Solidity is just that, an illusion, mainly space and water. So feel porous, like the breath is flowing through your skin. And you know, it is a barrier. Our skin is a protective barrier. So we're protecting ourselves from the outside world in a sense, but we're also letting the outside world in. And even our microbiomes we share with our friends, our animals, the people we see a lot, our lovers, our partners. We're sharing a lot of stuff we don't even realize. Pheromones, not only germs. But it's good. We're all connected. We're porous. We're not solid. So you can either roll over to your side and come up or stay if you have a moment to stay. And thank you so much. So I will see you guys soon.